Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. We first see Shanks at the very beginning of the series, way back in the early episodes, and he already shows up with 3 scars over his left eye. But no one talks about it, no one asks, no one explains. Years later, around chapter 434, he shows up talking to Whitebeard and drops one of those lines everyone remembers to this day. The scar Teach gave me still hurts. Yeah, Shanks talking about Blackbeard as the guy who left a physical mark on him. And the craziest part, he says it with a serious face. Like, Shanks is usually this chill dude, always laughing, drinking sake, but in that moment, his whole vibe changes. His expression turns cold. It's the kind of line Oda throws in that, means something. It's gonna come back one day. And that's when things get interesting. Because if Shanks said it, it carries weight. It's not just a throwaway line. It's not just, oh, we fought and he cut me. I mean, if Shanks lost his arm to a Sea King and never even mentioned it again, but this scar still bothers him, that's telling. Maybe it's more than just a physical wound. Maybe it was the moment he realized Teach wasn't just some regular pirate. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. We already know Blackbeard is weird. He doesn't sleep, he has a strange body, he can use 2 devil fruits, and he plays the long game like a dirty pirate version of a chess master. But there's more, a lot more. If you think about it, Oda's never actually shown how Shanks fights. We've seen him stop a Kainu with pure haki, cut a ship in one swing, intimidate Aramaki from a distance, but an actual fight? Never. And why does Oda keep that hidden? Because Shanks is the kind of character who carries things from the past, and that eye is a symbol of it all. Maybe in that future fight, we'll finally get a Shanks flashback, back when he was younger, when maybe he wasn't just a pirate, maybe he had a different role, maybe he was tied to some noble lineage, like the Red movie hints at. Remember Figureland? What if he was already connected to the Gorosei before becoming a Yonko? What if he knew things most pirates couldn't even dream of? And what if Blackbeard was the first person to shatter that perfect world he thought he was protecting? That would change everything, and that eye could be the physical reminder of that moment. Also, Oda loves using visual scars as memories. Zoro has the scar on his chest from Mihawk. Luffy has the X from Akainu, and Shanks has the 1 on his eye. But no one saw that fight. No one knows how it went down. That's why this fight has to happen, because it's not just physical, it's emotional, it's narrative. It's the end of something that started a long time ago. And here's the real question. Why is Oda saving this for later? Maybe because Shanks isn't meant to be Luffy's rival, but the one who holds off Blackbeard long enough for Luffy to move forward. And in that battle, Shanks will have to let it all out. Everything he's been hiding, everything he's been feeling, everything that scar represents. And maybe, just maybe, that'll be the moment he finally tells us what really happened. We'll see how Teach did it. We'll realize it was more than a fight. It was a betrayal, a loss, a turning point in Shanks' life. That's why I think Shanks' eye and the secret behind it will only be revealed in his final fight with Blackbeard. Because that fight isn't just any fight. It's the fight that closes one chapter and opens the door to the next. The one that reveals what Oda's been hiding all along. Up to now, the One Piece manga hasn't revealed exactly how Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach, gave Shanks the 3 scars over his left eye. What we do know from Shanks' own words during the Marineford arc is that he got them from Teach before the current events of the story, and that they still hurt, suggesting it was a major encounter. One popular fan theory is that Teach used a clawed weapon to injure Shanks, specifically the 3-bladed weapon we've seen him use in flashbacks and in his fight against Thatch. That would explain the shape of the scars. Another possibility is that the injury happened during an unexpected clash between the two, back when Shanks wasn't a Yonko yet and Teach wasn't well known. That fight might have revealed Teach's hidden strength, even surprising someone as experienced as Shanks. Since Teach has a strange body, it's been mentioned he never sleeps and has an unusual structure, it's possible he already had some abnormal combat abilities or endurance even before getting his devil fruits. Shanks, even before becoming a Yonko, already showed advanced mastery of observation haki. He could detect danger and hostile intent with impressive sensitivity. There are plenty of examples in the story. He predicts and reacts to Eustace Kid's attack before it happens, taking him out instantly. And he senses Luffy in danger at sea when Higuma throws him into the water, even from a distance. These moments suggest his Kenbun Shoku haki was already incredibly refined, maybe even able to glimpse into the future during intense combat. That brings up a really intriguing question. How could someone like Shanks, with his insane level of perception and skill, get injured by Blackbeard to the point of getting 3 deep scars across his face? The answer might lie in the strange anomalies surrounding Marshall D. Teach himself. According to a widely discussed fan theory, Blackbeard has a body and spiritual presence that are anything but normal, making him an incredibly unpredictable opponent, even for seasoned hockey users. Marco, the former commander of the Whitebeard Pirates, even said that Teach's body is weird, and that's not something to overlook. That could mean he has a unique anatomy, or maybe even multiple spiritual presences, which would mess with anyone trying to use hockey to sense emotions, intentions, or future movements. This spiritual anomaly might be the key to understanding how he slipped past Shanks' perception. Observation hockey, among other things, works by sensing a person's killing intent or aura. But if Teach really does have more than one spiritual presence, which could be backed up by the fact that he can use 2 devil fruits, something considered impossible, then maybe he can split or hide his killing intent. That would create a kind of intent vacuum that would stop Shanks from accurately predicting an attack, or make it seem like nothing was going to happen at all. Now here's where it gets interesting. Chapter 1079. Shanks uses observation hockey to literally see into the future, like a full 10 seconds ahead. That's insane. And the way Oda draws it, it feels like he saw everything. The enemy's movement, the outcome, the perfect timing to react. All of it. And that makes you wonder, does his eye have something to do with it? I'm not saying his eye is magical or anything, but maybe that moment with Blackbeard triggered something, or unlocked a kind of perception he didn't have before. Or maybe that was the moment he started obsessively training that specific skill, because he realized just how dangerous Teach really is. Because think about it. If Shanks, of all people, calm, collected, always in control, is seriously worried about Teach, that means the situation is way more serious than anyone realizes. The guy went straight to Whitebeard, another Yonko, just to say, hey, keep an eye on that guy. And the worst part, no one listened to him. What happened next? Ace went after Teach, lost, got captured, Whitebeard had to go after him, and in the end, well, we all know how that turned out. So if there was anyone people should have listened to, it was Shanks. Now imagine if Oda's been saving the secret of Shanks' eye for the final moment, when he and Blackbeard finally face off. I mean, think about it. Shanks was one of the first major characters to show up. He inspired Luffy, gave him the hat, started the whole journey. And Blackbeard? He started out as a weird background guy and slowly turned into the main threat, the guy who literally became a Yonko by force. They're perfect opposites. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.